Well, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. Now, quite a bit of time has passed since I last recorded this game, and I've made quite a bit of progress. You guys are about to see my fully powered party. So, let's check them out. Alright, so my full party is level 100 now. While they were leveling up, I had my party equipped with the stat bonus abilities, which guarantees they get at least 1 point in that particular stat at level up. So right now, Squall's strength is capped at 255. He also has really high vitality and very high spirit. Now, Selphie, I went for magic, like I did with Quistis on my last run of this game. So it's nearly capped, it's only 1 point off. Other stats aren't really that good, but that's just because I couldn't distribute them evenly. Really wasn't much point, but she is going to be my magic user. And here's Zell. Again, his strength is also capped, and he's got pretty good vitality, and his spirit, unfortunately, isn't as good as Squall's. Still, it's not too bad, though. Right, now let's see what abilities they have. Oh, and I'll show you my magic as well in just a little bit. Alright, so Squall currently has Mug, Auto Protect, Speed plus 40%, and Strength plus 40%. Alright, Selphie has Magic plus 40%, HP plus 40%, and this ability, Expend 3 times 3, 1. However you want to call that. Anyway, what this ability does is only 1 magic will be spent from your stock while you're in triple mode. So that'll be coming in handy for bosses and stuff. And Zell also has Mug, and he also has Luck plus 50%, Strength plus 40%, and Speed plus 40%. So that's cool. My guys are going to be very speedy now. I also use some of the items to make some of my Guardian Forces forget certain abilities so that they can learn other abilities instead. And also, all of my Guardian Forces have learned all of their abilities, so they have nothing else to learn. Well, besides Doom Train. But yes, this is Doom Train, the last of the Guardian Forces that you can get. Now, Doom Train you can get by having 6 Steel Pipes, 6 Remedy Pluses, and 6 Marlboro Tentacles. So you can either get the Marlboro Tentacles from Marlboros near Esther. You can sometimes randomly run into them. They also appear on the island closest to Hell. But they are very difficult encounters, but they're guaranteed to drop a bunch of tentacles when you defeat them. The Steel Pipes you can steal from Wendigos near the forest near Timber. And as for the Remedy Pluses, you need Alexander's... what ability is he called again? Well, I think first of all he needs med data, and then he needs med level up. And then at that point, you can start refining your items into better items. So you just need to have a certain amount of remedies, and then you can refine them into remedy pluses. And then once you have 6 of those needed items, you can summon Doom Train. So yeah, Doom Train's pretty cool. He's also the only GF in the game that has both Elemental Defense times 4 and Status Defense times 4. Now, I did use a Rosetta Stone that I got from as a gift from one of the Esther gift shops, and I used it so that one of my characters could have 4 abilities as well. One of them naturally learns times 4. I think it's Bahamut. Yeah, it's Bahamut. So yeah, 2 of my characters have ability times 4, and Selphie only has ability times 3, unfortunately. I think I may be able to get another ability times 4 on disc 4, but I'm not entirely certain about that. But, oh yeah, let's look at... So yeah, Squall has 4 times Elemental Defense, again thanks to an item. And he also has Status Defense times 4, again because of an item. So he's completely protected against Pain, Deaf, Confuse, and Stop. Pain, by the way, is Poison, Blind, and silence, I think. So it's a pretty good status effect. For Selfie, I have... Selfie is the only character that doesn't have a full elemental defense times 4. I think we'll be able to get another item that'll teach it to her near the end of Disc 4. So that'll be something to give to her. She has Pain juncting to her elemental attacks, so she has a chance of poisoning, blinding, and silencing an enemy when she attacks. Those are the statuses that she's protected against. And I think Zell's pretty much the same as Squall. But as you can see, because of the way I have our elemental defense set up, all my characters will absorb all elements. So any elemental spells used against them, they'll just heal them rather than hurt them. So that's pretty cool. Some of the extra stats I got were evasion, hit, and luck. Well, mainly evasion and luck, I think. Now, the reason I don't have anything equipped to Selfie's hit is because, just like Squall, with her ultimate weapon equipped, she has perfect accuracy, so she'll never miss. So there's not even a reason to equip anything to her hit stat. Same with Squall, that's why he doesn't have one. Zell does, though, so he has 123% accuracy. Okay, magic-wise... Now, a lot of these spells I mainly just got from the island closest to Hell. They're hidden drop points on the world map. Just run around, keep mashing X, and you'll find them around the edge of the island. So yeah, I got Holy, I got Meteor. Ultima I mainly got from the Shumi Village drop point. I also got Pains I got from an enemy in Esther called an Elnoil. And auras were also hidden drop points from the world map. Okay, now ultimate weapons. Let's see real quick. Alright, so Zell's ultimate weapon requires Adamantine, 4 Dragon Skins, and 1 Fury Fragment. Squall's Lionheart Gunblade requires another Adamantine, 4 Dragon Fangs, sorry, and 12 Pulse Ammo. Oops. And Selfie's Strange Vision again needed Adamantine, 3 Star Fragments, and 2 Curse Spikes. Now, the Curse Spikes, admittedly, I don't remember what you get from. I think they're from Blue Dragons, if I'm not mistaken, but I could very well be wrong about that. Blue Dragons you can find on either the island closest to Hell, or you can find them around Winter Island around here, I think. Star Fragments you can get from Iron Giants. I think it's a rare drop from them, rather than mugging them. But the only place that I'm aware of that you can fight Iron Giants is in the Deep Sea Research Facility, in the little underground area leading up to Ultima Weapon. Now, as for Adamantine, if you land on this island here and you're around level 100, they pretty much always drop Adamantine automatically. Like, it's not even a rare drop. And then in Esther, one of the more difficult things to make is the pulse ammo. First thing you need is an energy crystal, and energy crystals are dropped by Elnoils in Esther. But there's this one particular soldier in Esther that's, when you talk to him, he turns into an Elnoil, and every time you go off screen, he respawns. So again, as long as you're level 100, he has pretty much guaranteed to drop it. So if you really wanted to, you could just farm energy crystals from him. And then, using Ammo Refine, you can refine Pulse Ammo from that and make Squall's ultimate weapon. And I think that's pretty much it for supplies for the ultimate weapons, I think. I'll just take another look real quick. Dragon Fangs can be dropped from Hexadragons, which also appear on the island closest to Hell. Fury Fragments. Oh, Fury Fragments are from blue dragons. That's what they're dropped from. So I don't remember what drops Curse Spikes then, unfortunately, but that's pretty much it for the ultimate weapons for my party, at least. Alright, so I think that pretty much covers everything that's happened since I last recorded this game. So, where we need to be heading next is towards Edea's house, because Rinoa wants to go there. So, let's be on our way. Edea's house? It's around here somewhere. Ah, it's over this way. Alright, here we are. Oh, hey there, Angelo. Hey, come back here. Field of flowers. What's there to get? Well, I'm glad you were wrong too, there, Selfie. Yeah, I imagine she's trying not to think about it. Hey there, Rinoa. Yeah, don't worry about it. As long as you're with us, you'll be fine. Yep, you saw that. Even if you end up as the world's enemy, I'll be your knight. Sounding a bit like safer there, Squall. No, we aren't gonna kill you, Rinoa. Yep, Ultimisia is our enemy. But how do we fight a sorceress from the future? There's gotta be something we can do. I don't think that's such a good idea either. Oh, yeah. You told Rinoa to stay close to you. You don't remember that? Oh, now you're just using that as an excuse. Yeah, exactly. A story? You make a promise to see shooting stars together. Get dressed up and put on your ring. But the thing is, I can't remember where I'm supposed to meet you. You start to panic. I really want to see you, Squall, but I don't know where to go. I start running through the mountains, the desert, the plains, through Timber, Balam, and Galbadia. When I realize I can't run any longer, I just want to see you so badly. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It was just a nightmare. Now pay attention to these words right here. The reason why you couldn't find me was because we haven't promised yet. I'll be waiting for you. If you come here, you'll find me, I promise. These are the same words that were flashing at the very start of Final Fantasy VIII on Disc 1, when the opening sequence was playing. Nope, that seemed to cheer her up. Alright, what's up, Zell? We got radio contact from Esther's presidential palace. They have a plan to defeat Ultimecia. They want to hire Seed to execute it. It might be Squall. Kyros? The same Kyros that we've been seeing in those flashbacks? Oh, alright then. We might finally get to meet Laguna, Kyros, and Ward. I was wondering when we'd run into them. What's up, Edea? Years ago. I first became a sorceress when I was a child, and once again 13 years ago. That day right here I encountered a sorceress on the verge of death. I received her powers of my own will. That sorceress was an entity of fear for my children. I could not let her go to them, but this turned out to be the beginning of my painful story. I see. Fight to the end, even though it may bring tragedy to others. You got it, matron. Alright, so for starters, let's get Rinoa out of my party and get Selphie back in. For the time being, let's have encounter none on, just so we don't run into any random encounters. And Ragnarok. To Esther we go. Oh, by the way, there are still a couple side quests left in the game, but I'm probably not going to be messing around with them. One of them is the Card Queen side quest, which involves going to different places, losing a card to a certain person so that you can play that person again and get another rare card. And it's quite a time-consuming quest, and it means losing some of your rare cards to gain others. And it's really not worth it, I find. Once we get to Disc 4 into a certain area, we'll be able to fight the Card Queen, and she has all of the rare cards that we need that we didn't already get by this point. So I'm going to wait to fight her for them then. The only problem is, she plays with all the rules in the game, essentially. Like random, same plus, wall. So that's going to be fun to do. I imagine I'll have a lot of hair pulling involved with that. The other side quest is an unfinished one. I believe there's a lake near Timber called the Oval Lake. You can like skip rocks on the water there, and like it mentions some like Mr. Monkey or something. But it's a very strange side quest, and like I said, it's incomplete, so there's not really much point. It like reveals where some draw points are on the map. I think the best item you can get from that is an expend 3x1 item. But since I only have one main magic caster anyway, that's not really that useful to me, so those are the side quests I'm probably not going to be doing. Alright, so let's land at Esther's Air Station. Now, our next target is the Presidential Palace. Also, for the record, if you head down this road here where I'm heading, you'll eventually run into one of those Esther soldiers that you can talk to, and that's the one that'll turn into the L node that I mentioned earlier. And as long as you keep going off screen and re-entering the screen, he respawns infinitely, so that's one of the best ways to get energy crystals in this game. Alright, off we go. Oh yes, and as you can see, I now well, I had a seed rank of A, but it went back down to 30. The president is waiting. Well, let's go see him then.